men come down here from New York and from Florida to find out my reasons on rock and roll music and why I preach against it, and I believe with all of my heart that it is a contributing factor to our juvenile delinquency of today. I 100% believe it. Why I believe that is because I know how it feels when you sing it. I know what it does to you. And I know the evil feeling that you feel when you sing it. I know the lost position that you get into in the deep. Well, if you talk to the average teenager of today and you ask them what it is about rock and roll music that they like, and the first thing they'll say is the beat, the beat, the beat.
What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to After Loadout, brought to you by Georgia Fire Hot Sauce, Signal Fire Agency, and the Wallet Drum Key here in the Brookstone Studios. I'm here with my man, Josh Green. Josh Green, what's going on, my brother?
Not a whole lot, man. Just got through the weekend and episode 3. Here we go.
Episode 3.
It's a special one.
Dude, I am so happy. This is episode 3. When we first started, we actually talked about it. I was like, we got to hit 5 episodes.
5, yep.
So we're
almost there.
We're almost there, man.
We doing one next week for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hey, we'll talk about what we're going to do for Thanksgiving. And yeah, so how was the weekend? What'd you do?
It was good, man. Watched the dogs whoop some ass.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
Watched the Falcons get their ass whipped.
Dude, it's sad for them. I mean, didn't they have a lead at some point?
I mean, yeah, but I don't. I never. That doesn't mean anything.
No, especially dude. The worst was the Super Bowl.
Oh,
man.
Dude, I fucking hate getting into a Uber.
Yeah.
In Nashville, like, and if I have a Falcon shirt on or whatever, or end up talking football, it's like, oh, what's your team, Falcons? Oh man, 28-3. Like, oh,
dude,
2 stars.
I mean, you're gonna lose your job for this.
Yeah, Jesus, I'm tired of hearing that.
No, I know, but you know what? Here's the thing: you never will stop hearing about it, dude. It's like the kick 6 for Auburn.
Yeah.
You're never
One more second.
I know. Hey, speaking of that, that game's next week, and I found out yesterday kickoff is at 6:30.
Oh.
It's usually at 2:30, which I'm really excited about because we're actually playing a little private event down there Friday night, and then we're gonna stay Saturday. My girlfriend's never been.
Where at?
So in Auburn.
Oh, in Auburn.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Thanksgiving, and then Friday we're gonna play, and then stay down there tailgate Saturday. And if you've never been to an Iron Bowl,
I've never been to an Iron Bowl.
Have you ever tailgated? You've tailgated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I grew up in Columbus, so it's only 30 minutes from Auburn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've never been to an Auburn game, though.
Have you been to Auburn?
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Dude. Let's not go that far.
Dude, it is so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, man. I mean, y'all think toilet paper on trees is beautiful.
Do you know what the story is?
No.
Okay, here's the story. I learned this the other day. So, back when Pat Dye was the coach, Alabama was ranked number 2. So he said.
So this isn't like a super old tradition.
No, this is not an old tradition at all.
All right.
But he said that Alabama was ranked number 2, and he said we're going to go down there and beat the number 2 out of them. And we went into Tuscaloosa and beat them. It was either Tuscaloosa or Birmingham, but we went into the Iron Bowl, we beat them, so everybody rolled the trees, and we're going to beat the number. Yeah, so it's got a.
And wasn't there like a pharmacy or something like right in that corner and Tumors?
Yeah.
So like they went and bought toilet paper from Tumors, and
that I don't know, but Tumors is still there, like Tumors Corner, and you can go get lemon. Like they got like the best lemonade. And stuff
is it like old school?
Oh, very old school.
Make the drinks fresh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, yeah, it's great, but I'm really excited about that. This past weekend was good though.
I wanted to ask you how the shows went.
Man, the shows were great. Did Berwyn, which Fitzgerald's is really cool.
Yeah, that was Friday, right?
Yeah, that was Friday. Thursday was
sold out.
Yeah, well, Saturday was sold out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Saturday was sold out.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Appleton. Thank you very much. No, dude, Appleton's always great. Indy was good. We don't ever go to Indy. And I don't know why, because it's only like 4.5 hours away.
Yeah, it's easy. Dude, y'all hit Cincinnati?
No.
That's another one. Like,
we've been to Cincinnati. It's been a long time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't Chicago's always pretty good. Appleton's just, I mean, it's what you envision every show being.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, Bo does a solo, the whole crowd goes nuts. Rich does a solo, the crowd goes nuts. Every song is just.
Does Brian do a solo?
No, I don't do them anymore, man. We did one. I forget where it was. I think it was, it might be the National or something. And I went into this.
DC? I know, Richmond.
Yeah. But man, I went into this solo and it was terrible. I mean, it was my hands were like cramping. I was like, I'm never doing a drum solo again.
Damn.
Yeah, it was.
You ever seen Frank Ford's drum solo?
Back in the day.
All right. They've got a whole and then James comes out and they play together.
Just build on it.
Yeah. I'm usually not a fan of drum solos. No, sorry, dude.
No, dude. I'm not either. So that's why I don't do them anymore.
But this one's they've got a show out of it, so it's not as boring as usually. That means it's time to go to the bar and get a drink, or to the bathroom or something.
Some people, Bonham was great at it. Like, when he went into one, it was like,
well, I'm not a drummer,
so
I don't understand a lot of the technical. This is, I could tell your foot's going fast as fuck, but besides that,
yeah, I mean, some drummers can do it. I'm more of a pocket drummer. So
there you go.
Yeah, I just stick with that. I'm not gonna do many drum solos. But if somebody wants one, I'll do it.
Yeah. But good shows all around.
Great shows, man.
Yeah.
We got a couple more this year. We got Richmond. We're playing the National with 49 Winchester.
Oh hell yeah, that's their hometown, right?
Yeah, it's their hometown. So we're
around there.
Yeah, I think it's December 19th, so it's right before Christmas. I'm gonna stay a couple days. My girlfriend's family lives up there, so
cool.
We're gonna stay a couple days, and then I'm gonna drive to Birmingham, and little, I'm excited for all the holiday stuff. But, my little dog has never been on a long road trip. I'm taking her with me, man. So. Oh, she's the cutest thing in the world. She's just never been on a road trip. So we're going to see how this is going to go.
She'll be all right. We got Slash, my dog, accustomed to road trips early.
Yeah.
Going back and forth. And now he sleeps, he stands up and stretches his leg and makes a little circle and then flops back down. And, he loves it. But I mean, he rides the car all the time.
Yeah. She's going to do good. I know she does.
Yeah.
But the farthest she's been is 25 minutes.
So she might get a little car sick.
Man, I hope not, because I'm gonna feel so bad if she's just hates it. I'm like, ugh.
She'll get used to it, but they can get car sick.
Yeah,
man. So speaking of 49 Winchester, they played the Ryman.
Yeah, they played
past weekend,
Friday and Saturday.
They played 2 nights. I didn't know, but
if I was in town, I would have definitely gone.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're really good, and I met actually the keyboard player Tim on a flight back. I forget where I was even. I think I was coming back from Portugal, and we landed in New York. Yeah, and we were landed in New York, and I saw him, and I saw all the 49, and dude, being on the road is long. I don't know what bands know us but I was just like, hey man, my name's Brian. I play with the Vagabonds, and he was like, dude, we love you guys. Let's get a show up. So
hell yeah,
yeah, man. So it finally just came to fruition where we're gonna play December 19th, and it's gonna be great.
I met those guys. I don't think I met the lead singer. I don't know any of their names. I can't remember. Sorry guys. Y'all kicked ass though. I met him in March, St. Patrick's Day, actually, or day after St. Patrick's Day, was a private event in Chicago for some trade show, and I had a band that was also on the show. So went to Chicago, shout out Monoflow, who had me out and took care of us and had a really cool show. It was my first time seeing those guys, but I can't. It was a small club. It was smaller than the Basement East or something. So I can't, I don't know if I saw the full production, but they sounded amazing. Sounded great. So it was cool.
Yeah.
Nice guys.
Dude, yeah, super. I mean, when I met them and stuff, I could definitely tell they were tired. They were coming off the road.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice guy. Tim, like I said, the keyboard player, he was really, really nice. I think, he might sit in with us on one of the songs and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cool, man. But no, I'm excited. This week, I got a buddy, Grady Spencer. He's actually playing at Exit In.
Oh, I love that dude.
Yeah. So if you're not doing anything Friday night, come on.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking this was Thanksgiving week, but no, that's next week.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna drive up to Detroit, but I think I'm gonna stay here. So yeah, I might come out.
What's in Detroit?
Band's playing. It's actually Flint. I want to go to the machine shop. Never been. Shout out Kevin, both of y'all, Kevin Roberts and Kevin Zeke, the talent buyer and the owner. Sold out show. Just wanted to go check it out, but I really don't feel like going to Flint. No offense, Kevin. Sorry.
What is that? That's a 9-hour drive?
It was like 8 to 10, but you lose an hour. So yeah, and it's cold,
dude. I know it's man. It was actually.
And I was gonna fly, but there was no convenient flight.
Direct flights.
Yeah, it was like Spirit, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Dude, Spirit, like, no offense, I'm flying a good bit, but man.
Yeah, I'll take my chances with the road.
Yeah.
Instead of flying Spirit.
No, yeah, you're probably safer.
Spirit's never had air crash though.
You say that now, you just jinx me.
They're
knock on
wood.
wood.
That's the problem. Like,
knock on wood. Dude.
Get a few out of your way, and then I might fly.
That would happen. Yeah, no. Shout out to everybody on Spirit. Don't. Yeah, sorry. Careful.
Yeah, things are looking up for y'all. Well, shit, that was no pun intended.
I need that doo-doo.
Yeah, got one somewhere. There we go.
There it is.
So today, different kind of episode.
Yeah.
No guest. Had somebody have to back out, and then threw some last minute Hail Marys. The plus side is a lot of people, one, are in the studio, so they couldn't, but two, like, they all want to come on, just couldn't do it today.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. I definitely Grady, he wants to come on.
Yeah.
And a couple other people that we've talked
to. And I don't want to, there's some decent big names too that expressed interest. I don't want to name them until they actually come on, but things are looking up.
Yeah, I think hopefully Outcast didn't hear my take because people were mad.
Actually, Big Boy was one.
Yeah, Big Boy, Andre 3000. There, hopefully, they'd come on and just like rip it.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, I just want to say this: I love Outcast. Okay, like I do. I love Outcast.
Oh, that's not what the people on TikTok say.
Dude, TikTok was like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know rock and roll. I'm like, good Lord, people, this was just a take that I had.
Dude.
Okay, I'll say now, Outcast does deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, guys. Okay, come on now.
All right, there's the clip for the show.
There it is. Outcast does deserve.
He takes it back.
I know, dude. I was throwing something out there, and man, people did not like that.
Man, there was like one dude that, said he agreed. I didn't look at his profile, but imagine he's, 50 and in his truck and taking a selfie, and, one of those guys that, rants about everything.
Yeah. He's like, this guy is right. But all the people that I offended on TikTok, I apologize. Usually I don't do that, but for you guys, I'll apologize.
But yeah, so no guest. Now, I just figured we'd talk about how we came up in the industry, what we do. If you got any questions for me, I got some questions for you. Just you riff off each other and pull back the curtain a little bit and still make it as interesting as possible, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude, we can talk about just where we came from, how it started. I mean, you've been in the the music industry for what?
Man, about 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
Probably a little less than that, but right around there. And especially 15 if you start like counting small, like when I was just booking clubs back home and trying to figure out what these weird acronyms meant. And I think there's a lot of the industry is very simple, but we overcomplicate it, and I think it's just to like make people think we're doing something earth-shattering.
Yeah, and I guess
at least on my side, I'm not talking about the music side, but the actual like business side is relatively simple.
Yeah, I definitely think musicians have, especially on the music industry side, they've got it a little bit easier just because, like you guys have to put up with the crap, and you'll have like bands get mad and call their agent and be like, you did this, and it's like, didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
But I guess kind of break down, and also for the guys and everybody, and anybody that's listening, like if you have questions for us, like ask us. Like we said, I've been touring for 17 years. You've been booking for 15. So if there's something you want to know, I mean, and you can kind of break down this too. Like say that the Vagabonds sign with your agency.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first kind of steps that you take? Like how does it go? Do you just cold call venues, or like, I know, like say that, you hit us up and we're like, hey man, we want to do a tour. We want to do a 3-week tour.
Mm-hmm.
How would that happen?
I mean, at this point, cold calling is not really a thing. Like I have,
is it not?
I mean, it depends how you describe it, but I pretty much have relationships with promoters and clubs all over the country that are my go-tos that fit. And I think I would love to do all kinds of genres. And, eventually that might be a thing, but you also pick your niche, because they're the promoters that you develop relationships with for that genre and that market, and kind of stick with them and build friendships with. It's a business, but you want to work with your friends. So it's not as much as cold calling as much as it could be shooting a text like, hey buddy, like just sign this band. You got these dates available, but I think it would start would look at your history, look at where the strong markets are, put those as your anchor dates, and then try to look at a map, and figure out the best routing, to get to those anchors, because the anchors, there's going to be those shows that just drain you like morally. And so you want to follow those up with, or not morally, but, morale.
Yeah.
And, you want to follow those up with a fucking banger.
Well, I mean, especially if it's a place you've never been, I mean, if there's, because artists on my side, like if the crowd's giving it to you, man, you're going to play I think a better show. You're not going to, not give it your all, but I mean, if you're feeling the crowd, man, like Saturday night, man, I mean, like I said, when you're feeding off of that, it makes it so much easier on our side.
Yeah.
And when you say anchor, like, what do you mean by that?
Anchor, that's the date. Like y'all do really good in Richmond and Appleton. And so like, I would make sure to lock those in on key dates and get those venues that we crush on a Friday, Saturday, Thursday, whatever. Unfortunately, there's only, one Friday in the week and one Saturday in the week. So it can't always, but you want those anchors, a festival, the money date, the ones that are just going to make the tour feel like a success. And then you fill in the other dates and you try to be strategic. Hey, I know, whatever market will show up on a Thursday, let's hit that. And this, just do your best to build a successful tour with the key markets that are going to make money and sell a bunch of merch on the best days possible.
Yeah, I think merch is definitely the key thing.
I think that's the lifeline.
It is. And a lot of now, especially with the way that the industry is, and we'll dive in this too, because a lot of the stuff, and we'll talk about this here in a few minutes, but the AI stuff is getting crazy. But I think that's highly just overhyped right now. I don't think it's a fucking issue. Yes and no, but I will say this: like touring and merch. For any band out there that's like really trying to do something with it, that's your key.
Yeah.
You're touring, your merch, I mean, and a lot of times that merch is going to be gas money for the next,
I mean, that could be, or the show could be gas money and the merch could be the profit. I think the bands that right now, especially independent bands that are most successful, create a separate LLC for your merch. Have a bunch of it. Make sure it's well designed. Don't spare any expense. Don't go
cheap.
Yeah, don't go cheap. Have high quality stuff. Have a bunch of it, and put it out there. And realize you might envision yourself as this, great artist, and you might be, but you're on stage for 90 minutes to sell a boatload of t-shirts.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps the thing rolling. And a lot of people, that's the only profit margin, or a lot of bands, and they're highly successful at it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
Now, I think, and I could be wrong about this, but I think the Allman Brothers were the first like people to really do merch, where it was like the t-shirt. Yeah, it was the t-shirts and the buttons. But yeah, if you're an up and coming touring band, the merch it's such a strong thing to, and also, I mean, you know, have some supplies to where you can't, like, say that you're going to a venue that you've never been, call that promoter and be like, hey, I'm going to send y'all some merch, get the bartenders to wear it. So
yeah, I never thought about that, but yeah,
like we've done that a couple of times. Or like if you're playing like a fraternity gig, like call, you know, when you've got a new album coming out, like be like, hey, I'm going to share this link with you, like spread it around the fraternity, because that's how like Dave Matthews got really, really big, is because they would go to these fraternity parties, they would record it and then give it out that night.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so everybody was like sharing that stuff, and like, you know, especially with the merch, it can be, you know, you can make money off of that, but also that's a good way just to promote your band. So have some,
for sure.
Yeah. Like, and one that's really cheap is like lighters and stickers. Get a bunch of those, and you're going to lose money on it, but pass it out, get your name out there. Yeah.
Those knickknacks, at the merch table that, one, if you need to, you can give it away, but two, like somebody might not have $25-30 in their pocket after watching the show and spending money at the bar and so on, but they might have $3-4. Let them get a sticker or a lighter or a koozie or something like that, or, you know, and if it makes a fan to give it away, fuck, give it away. I'm not saying give the whole thing away, but,
right? Not give it. But I'll tell you what we did when we first started, and I think this was a really good idea on our part. When we were in college, our singer worked at Office Depot, and we could get like 200 CDs for, I think it was like $20.
What are those?
CDs. Oh yeah. CDs. This is where you listen.
CDs nuts. Got him.
But no, and this is what we did. So back then we kind of sounded a lot like Kings of Leon. That was like
I remember that.
Yeah. So what we did is we actually bought a CD burner. It was like $60 or $70, and it was a 7-disc CD burner. What we would do is we would burn our first album, Dear Revolution, and we would follow Kings of Leon around, and we would put it on people's cars with a card.
Oh,
we got Vistaprint, and I think we did it in Birmingham, Atlanta, and a couple other places. And I remember one time I ended up sneaking backstage. I didn't mean to at first, but I ended up backstage. Like my guitar player actually kind of knocked out one of my contacts. So I like snuck backstage. Just like, oh yeah, and I ended up
am I?
Yeah, and I ended up backstage at this Kings of Leon concert in Birmingham, and it was like Kings of Leon, the Black Keys. It was like a great show.
Where was this at?
This was in Birmingham.
I mean, was this an arena?
I think it was the Verizon Amphitheater.
Oh, so it was big time show.
Yeah. So
they weren't at Zydeco.
So I ended up getting I ended up getting backstage, and it was so funny because I knew Alex, the guitar player at the time, was passing out CDs in the parking lot, and I was like, dude, I'm backstage. Like, I'm gonna throw some on their bus. So I walked past the security guard, and here's another hint too. This is like inside track. If you're ever at a place, just act like you're gonna just be there, right? So I remember walking past this security guard, and I was like, hey, Brett, I'll be right back in. I don't know if his name was Brett, but he was like, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Walked out there, and I saw Alex giving out CDs. So I went back and got like 10 of them, and I went to Kings Leon's buses and the Black Keys, and I just started throwing albums or CDs on their bus. So shout out to Kings Leon if they ever remember getting one of them. It was like, what is this crap?
Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of hustles you could do to get your name out there, like that, like, you know, merch, obviously. But yeah, I think to go back to your original question, if somebody's on me, it's look at that history, find those key markets, and capitalize on them while trying to develop new ones through, you know, my relationships in those new markets, but by talking, you know, telling these promoters, get in on these guys.
Yeah, and I think one way too, you're talking about like kind of market research. A really good way is Spotify, because Spotify gives your analytics you can see that, you know, like one of our bigger cities is like Georgia.
Yeah, well, it's a state.
Well, the state of Georgia. Sorry, Atlanta is one of the. But no, yeah. I'm saying like if you can use analytics and stuff like that, which you know, it's crazy now, especially with the music industry, that, you know, some agency or some like record labels, they're like won't even touch you if you don't have like 100,000, you know, streams or whatever. It's crazy what it's become.
You know, Yes and no. It's so fan dependent. Like some bands are moving crazy tickets and have, next to no streams because they have their audience just isn't, maybe it's older and they don't have Spotify, or two, maybe they're a live band and no one's going to listen to their studio stuff. Like if it's a jam band or something like that. But the reality is you're selling, and then someone might have a shit ton of fucking streams because they've been playlisted or whatever, but they can't sell a ticket.
Right.
Typically you're selling to about 2% of your fan base on your top 2% Spotify listeners. So like, I think what matters more is not that I have 2 million streamers or Spotify listeners, but that I have, 200,000 that listen to 6, 7, 8 songs. Like that number matters more than the people that just tuned into one song.
Oh yeah, and I've seen bands like that, and it's crazy to me because you'll look at these analytic numbers, like you were saying, and dude, they'll have millions of streams, but no one shows up to shows. And you're just like, I don't know where the disconnect is.
Well, yeah, I mean, to go back to the AI thing, Bob Lefsetz put out last night a letter, Lefsetz letters, about AI and this, all the media's saying this guy's a hit and the #1 country song, but it's not. It's just media bullshit. He's got 4 million streams, but I mean, how many of those millions were people that saw it on the media and went and listened? And the Billboard charts, I don't know the metrics, but they're inflated based on streaming. So like, he's not on radio. He has next to no digital sales, like 2000 or something. I mean, digital sales are a thing of the past anyways. I mean, who goes, iTunes store was 20 years ago. And obviously no physical sales, no touring. It's not a hit. It's just the media talking about it.
Yeah, but my thing is I'm torn by it because I'm like, let's go, because I think this is going to make the industry have to rethink things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's because you've got so many good bands putting music out and they're getting overlooked by this AI stuff. So on that aspect of it, I'm like, man, screw this. Like I don't think it's going to destroy the music industry and the touring. But
yeah. I mean, can't tour, but they'll figure out a way with holograms and stuff. I'm saying it's not a concern right now, but we should be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
But this is not a hit. Like the people freaking out right now. It's like,
well, it's also the people freaking out are the ones that know they can lose a lot of money on it. If it actually took all, like the industry and stuff like that, like, because
or capitalize on it.
Yeah. And it's either dive into it or destroy it.
Yeah.
But also we already have like movies about AI. Terminator.
Yeah.
It's coming for us. They're going to take us over, man.
Who knows, man? Well, dude, I'm curious. How did you get started drumming? What's your sort of story? What's the story of the Vagabonds? Like, what's the...
All right. So here's the story. So my dad and my brother were drummers.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be a saxophone player.
Uh-huh.
But I told my brother, I was like, man, I want to play music. I mean, the first show, and I think pretty much everybody grows up in the South. Your first show is like this, local church and stuff.
Yeah.
That's where I first, played. And I mean, from that moment.
It wasn't my first show, but.
It wasn't?
No, my first show was Pantera.
Oh, yeah.
The exact opposite.
I think my first show was like Lee Greenwood or something my dad took us to. But no, so I got into drumming. I just loved it, man. I loved everything about it. When I first started, my brother would try to teach me and he would get so frustrated with me. But I was all like, he was like, why can't you get this?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to college, he goes to Auburn, and he cheers and he leaves the drum kit at home.
He was a cheerleader?
He was a cheerleader. Yeah.
Good.
He was pretty good. He couldn't do a backflip.
Oh.
But yeah.
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 All right. Hey, man.
He's married with 3 kids. So we're good.
Yeah.
And so anyways, so I like when he left for college is when I think I was like in 8th or 9th grade is when I really I kind of sat down and started learning it by myself. Like I
Mm-hmm.
remember the stuff he would teach me. But then, so I ended up taking that kid to college. Went to Auburn as well. I kind of followed my brother on. I always looked up to him and shouted to my brother John. But I really followed. I loved like everything he would do. So I would try to emulate everything he did. Well, he played in bands in high school and stuff, and I thought he was just one of the best drummers. And my dad, he was solid, man. He passed away a couple years ago, but he was solid.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's okay. He got MS when I was like 1, so he couldn't play for like 30 something years. But,
oh wow.
But so I went to college and I took the kit with me, and me and Paul and a guy named Alex, we started this and Sam, we started this like cover band.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Top House. And Danny,
isn't there a Top House now?
There is actually.
Yeah.
There's and they're pretty successful now. So we're just waiting until they get really, really big.
Yeah.
And then sue them.
The manager went to Auburn as well.
Yeah, he probably stole our name.
Maybe it was I can't think of his name, but he was in The Good Doctor.
Yeah, no, we've met those guys. Like Paul, our bass player, he's met those guys a couple times. Super nice guys. But no, yeah, so they're doing really, really well. But yeah, we had this college band, and we would do covers, and we would go play the local bars and do fraternity, events. Mm-hmm. And the first time we actually saw Danny singing, Top House was playing against Danny and the Tanks in a battle of the bands. And they did Hard to Handle by the Black Crowes. And I heard Danny sing for the first time. I was like, this dude is really, really good.
Yeah.
So Alex at the time, his grandfather had passed away and came into like some money. And so I called Danny, and he was actually at Office Depot at the time. And I was like, hey man, like we just kind of came into this money. Like we're going to go into Nashville and record. Do you want to come with us? He was like, yeah. So we started, kind of getting together. And I mean, the first practice was, it was great. And Top House had played our guitar player Richard's fraternity, and we kind of started assembling it like that. Like, who do you know that plays so and so? And I think Alex was like, hey, do you remember Richard? He played with us, and we're like, let's bring him in. So we kind of got everybody together, and the first song we ever played together was a song called "Ballad of the Movers and Shakers," mm-hmm. which is still one of my favorites. We don't play it as much anymore, but. And then, so we did that, and then Alex kind of gave the money to his parents. And so we were, we didn't end up going to Blackbird Studio to record, but so we started just playing shows, man. And that was from the first show, it was kind of like, okay, this is something.
How long were y'all in Auburn before moving to Nashville?
So I think I left Auburn when I was like 22. So I came in at like 18 years old. So about 4 or 5 years. But, like being a college band, being 22, 23, you're like, we're the old guys. We got to get out.
Yeah.
And when we first started talking, I think.
What year did you move to Nashville then?
2011.
All right. So y'all had been here 3 years or so.
Yeah.
By the time I got here.
Yeah. So we came in. It was right after the Cam Newton year. I don't know if you remember. Cam Newton when we won the national championship.
Wasn't he from Georgia?
I don't think so.
I think he was.
I know. He's from Auburn. Which, dude, he's kind of gone, he's gone a little off the rails. His little hats he wears.
Oh, they're sick.
Oh, no. But no, so we ended up, we came to Nashville around 2011, bought this, rented this, massive house together. And just, man, that was really how it started. It was just, we started playing, and we knew we had something good, and we loved it.
That's crazy. I remember reaching out to y'all when I was talent buying in Georgia, and this would have been 2013, but I thought y'all were still an Auburn band at that time. I didn't realize you were here.
Yeah, you were booking in
Columbus, the Loft.
Columbus, that's right.
Yeah, Columbus, Georgia at the Loft. That's kind of what got me my start. I'd booked another club before that, but it was just a honky tonk, like just local bands and stuff. But that was where I did bring former lead singer Molly Hatchett in there, but he was an old family friend. Rest in peace, Jimmy. And that kind of caught some people's eyes in town. Like, who the fuck is this guy bringing in? Like, this was a real dive. Like, this was the double deuce from Roadhouse, baby. Like we needed Dalton in there.
Yeah, you were the Dalton. You were the Booker and the Dalton.
The name is Dalton.
Dalton. No, but I do remember that. I don't think we never ended up playing.
No.
But I think I went to a couple shows. But
it was a cool room, man. Yeah. Really, it's still around. I don't think they do as much original music anymore. But I mean, it's Adam Hood recorded his first album there. Mm-hmm. Todd Snyder, rest in peace. Used to play there. Will Hogue. I mean, it was based on Eddie's Attic, but 100 miles south, like a songwriting-oriented room that became a kind of an indie rock hub for a little while. Just all sorts of music we used to do, and then we had a recording studio above it. So like, the Heavy would be there. Willie Nelson recorded there. It was really, really cool experience being there. And then I did a festival in Columbus called Cutbait. I helped out with the booking. And I booked Stapleton and some other people, Shooter, Jennings, I can't remember who, Jonathan Tyler and the Northern Lights. And St. Paul was on that. St. Paul and the Broken Bones was on that festival. Sister Hazel was on that festival. And everyone I'm dealing with is in Nashville. So I was like, I kind of want to try this agency thing. So I started my own company and just booking regional bands and you know, basically had the circuit like Smithsville Bar, the Hummingbird, the Loft, Zydeco, maybe Bourbon Street and Auburn, like just those little rooms. And
those are great. Like those are great rooms, man. Like if you really like want to start playing music, those are some of the, man, if you can cut your teeth on those, like that's where it's at.
Yeah. I've got a dog in the studio.
Hey, buddy.
So yeah, everyone I'm dealing with is in Nashville. So I'm like, fuck it, I want to move to Nashville. And I tell the club owner that, hey, like I still want to book here, but you know, kind of want to go to Nashville, and I think it would help me be a better talent buyer. One, I'll see more bands in Nashville that we could bring through. And he's just like, man, if you want to be a fisherman, you got to move to the ocean.
Yeah.
And let me keep booking. Moved everybody here. And been on ever since.
I think I will say this about, you know, playing music and Nashville. You don't have to move here to do any of this stuff. But I will say that I remember our first week just in Nashville. I remember we would go, I mean, down to like Broadway and just, I will say this. I think we learned how to play a show.
Yeah.
By watching bands here. Because, I mean, you have some of the best musicians in the world.
For sure.
And you go watch these people. And I think that really, like, I think it kind of clicked of, you know, this is how you record.
It can be real humbling.
Absolutely. Because, man, you'll go down on Broadway on a Tuesday and see a drummer. And I'm like, man, I should put the sticks down. Like, they're that good. But also, I would say a guy named Anderson East. He did our first album, him and Daniel Scobie, and we did it at it's not there anymore, it's where the Virgin Hotel is now, but there was a little studio. And man, you talk about working with a professional that, I mean, truly helped define kind of our sound at the time. Because I remember we started playing Shaky Hands and we just couldn't get it, so we went out and had a couple drinks and came back in. And people don't know this, but the final version that you hear, you know, we got a little buzz on and, you know, we're playing. But I remember us playing that song, and I remember Mike Anderson was like, if the rest of the song is like this, it's going to be a hit. And we got to the very end and we didn't know how to end it. And I had mentioned, and it's so funny when other people bring up ideas, but I had mentioned to the guys, like when we first started writing it, hey, why don't we go back to the very beginning? And everybody's like, I don't know. And then Anderson's like, you guys should go to the very beginning. They're like, that's a good idea. I'm like, that's what I've been saying. Like I said that.
Oh man, that's awesome though. And Anderson, obviously he blew up. He's a killer artist.
Man, but I will say, like, I love the stuff he puts out now, but man, his stuff, like, it was Mike Anderson, the Deputies. This is like way back in the day. They were man, a lot more rock and roll than he is now. But
gotcha.
Dude, you talk about a guy with a voice, man. Like,
yeah.
He's like, but it's funny because I remember when he switched from Anderson East to
Mark,
from Anderson East and the Deputies to Anderson East. I remember we were in the studio, we were doing the second album. He was producing it. And I remember him telling us that, and we were all like, that's not going to work. Yeah. And, dude, next thing I see, he's on some magazine.
Dude, that, like, Blue-Eyed Soul thing he's got is just freaking amazing.
Oh, dude, he's truly one of those artists, man. You hear one of your songs, like his songs, and you're like, I'm not going to cry.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
When did y'all take it on the road, though? Like, really start touring?
I mean,
not just, Atlanta, but like really hitting the road.
Well, you mentioned Smith's Old Bar. Smith's Old Bar was our first show outside of
Auburn.
Outside of Auburn.
There's a lot of people's, man. Yeah.
I mean, dude,
you gotta load in up those stairs, and
they got a lift now.
All right.
But yeah, so our first thing was like, it was like a Wednesday night. It was like 5 bands for $5.
Yeah.
And then we did, I think, 1 or 2 of those, and then they were like, you guys come back. But our first actual, like, legitimate tour was not even in the U.S. It was in Europe.
Gotcha. I mean, that's a big thing, too, that people don't realize.
So we
break even, but have the time of your life.
Oh, my gosh. It was the first one, and it was it's a company. They're still around. They're called Teenage Head Music. Yeah. Manny, he runs it. And so we had learned about Teenage Head Music through the Delta Saints. They were a band here.
Yeah.
And we'd played with them actually at Smith's Old Bar. Some of our buddies, and love those guys. They were, I give them all the credit because I hit up David Spica, their bass player. And I was like, dude, how did y'all get to Europe? He was like, man, this is the company. Like, this is the contact. So I think me and Alex at the time, we had sent like an EPK and stuff to, which if anybody doesn't know what EPK is, it's like an online press kit. It's just like music, pictures, set lists and stuff like that. So we sent it to Manny, and he responded, and we're like, oh my gosh, like we're going to Europe, and you pay for the van and the back line. But I remember us landing in Europe, which, I mean, dude, there's so many crazy stories from Europe and just getting there. But we land in Europe, and we're literally just meeting this person to pick us up. So I remember we land and we're like, hopefully this is happening. You know what I mean?
Hopefully he didn't just rip us off.
Yeah. But no, I mean, if it wasn't for the Delta Saints, I don't think we would have felt as comfortable. But
yeah,
I mean, dude, it was not great money the first time. We did it 3 times, but it was some of my best memories of touring. So we cut our teeth on a European tour, our first one, and I remember getting back.
And those are 6 weeks long, 4 weeks. To 6,
yeah. It was 6.5. I remember getting back and just being exhausted.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, dude, everybody wants to, like every night you're going out, you're doing, because everybody wants to party with the American band, So you're partying with all these people. And so by the time you get back, man, you're beat.
Yeah, your liver's just crying for help.
I mean, also we were 23, 24. I mean, also it was easier back then, Yeah. Now I've got to get my 10 hours to 12 hours of sleep.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I don't get that much, but yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, right. But no, I like how you're saying with the connection thing. So yeah, it's a lot. I guess it's, really just building just relationships, correct?
Yeah, 100%.
So and I guess anybody out there too, like if you really want to get into this kind of stuff, like you've got to like go to your local bar. You know what I mean?
Buy the drinks.
Yeah.
Make friends with somebody. I mean, don't, spend your life savings picking up bar tabs, but, be in the mix, pick up one every now and then, and network with some people, offer to buy coffee.
Yeah. Well, it's true, man. It truly is about, it's not who you know, it's about, or it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I wish I'd have known that too, because when I first, I guess when we, really got into Nashville, I got into the audio and industry, audio and video industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I had people that went to like MTSU and Berkeley and all these like, student, and they're like, where did you go for audio? And I'm like, I went to Auburn University. So, I mean, I really just met somebody and kind of got into that world. So I think if anybody's out there, like definitely, if you want to get into this industry, just do it. Like you don't have save your money on college. Just go do it, man.
Just don't give yourself a backup plan.
Right?
Yeah.
What is that?
No shit.
I thought about being a doctor, but
but said screw it and play the drums instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's play a game. Not really a game, but let's call it over under.
Okay.
Overrated or underrated? Name a few things. We've got a list right in front of us for touring related, but yeah, like overrated or underrated, opening for bigger artists.
Ooh. Depends.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think blanket statement, overrated.
Yes. Well, I will say this. If you're going to open for a big artist, go back to that town 8 weeks later.
If you don't take advantage of the opportunity, it doesn't matter. Also, I think it depends on the artist. I've seen some bands that have like a following that has almost like a family thing. So they want to see the bands that are opening for them. And then other bands, you're playing a nobody.
Right.
Everyone's at the concession stand.
Yeah.
And it's a waste of time.
Oh, yeah, I think it looks cool.
Yeah. But I mean, you could be in front of freaking Pearl Jam at Bridgestone Arena and you probably would earn more fans playing the basement.
Yeah. Underrated. I'll say,
I mean, overrated.
Overrated. Sorry.
Yeah. Overall, I think overrated.
Yeah, overrated.
Festivals.
Underrated.
Underrated.
I love festivals.
I love them too. Good payday. Good payday.
Yep.
Again, I think it's kind of the same thing. Depends on the festival. If you're going to play a huge festival and you're a small band and you're going to play at noon at 20 people, yeah, you're on the poster, but you need a magnifying glass to see your name. So it's,
Yeah.
Whereas if you would have waited 2 years and developed, maybe you would have got a better slot. But now you can't come back for a few years unless you like blow up.
But I will say, I think it's a good connection to meet other bands.
Independent festivals, I'm all about.
Yes. And I will say this. I'll say that, like I said, meeting other bands, and I think I think it looks cool. You know what I mean? Like if you're a smaller band, you're like, hey, I'm playing. So the people that are following you and your fan base, they see that. I think as long as you're always doing bigger things, music is such a perspective thing.
Perception is reality.
Perception, yeah. So I think if you can make it look like, if you can make yourself look bigger than you are, you're going to be bigger. So I will say underrated on the festival.
Yeah, I believe I could go with that.
Yeah.
I know your answer to this, but I want to hear your take on it. College shows.
It's okay. That's an underrated, overrated thing because
Really?
Yes, because I think it can help you build a fan base.
Because I think that's helped y'all. Your fan base has gotten older as they graduated.
Absolutely.
But you've also been able to, the freshman when you played that college, and now he's the entertainment chair. Now he wants you back 3 years later, 4 years later, and getting new fans.
Yes, as that is good, but I will say the overrated part is all these kids want to do is just go get drunk.
Drink.
Yeah. And if you've got a song or two that they like, they want to hear those 2 songs. That's it. And also I think the attention span of younger people now is horrible.
Gotcha. So the shows, I know other bands, obviously good payday, can develop a fan or fans, but generally it's just throw and go.
Yeah.
It's a party.
Yeah, it's just a party.
Let's see. Got any let's see here. We talked about this earlier, but Spotify monthly listeners, I'm going with overrated.
Yeah, I think it is because you could have millions, and I think if you're not pushing tickets, man, but man, I'll say one that I think's better now is TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Because dude, if you can hit on that, you're gonna be set, man. Because I think that really does help sell tickets. But yeah, I think numbers on Spotify are a little overrated because those can be bought.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I don't think a lot of people know that either, man. All these like, you'll see some of these
bot farms.
it's just bots. Like you can go on there and you can buy listeners, you can buy views, you can buy all that stuff. So I say that's overrated.
Gotcha. We should do. I mean, anything else you want to go or through?
Man, I don't know.
I think we should do this again. I think there's a lot we could dive into. That's
what I'm saying. I want like you guys, like the listeners. I want y'all to ask us questions because not only. I mean, me and you've been friends for years.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff that we talk about,
we've talked about before.
Right. We've we've talked about it with drinks at scoreboards.
And, yeah.
But I think if there's something out there that like you guys want to know, like ask us, man. Like if it's how do I get my band into so and so? Like let's talk about that. That's what I want this podcast.
Speaking of which, I don't think we've plugged this, but I've signed up after loadouts everywhere: Instagram, Facebook. You put up a TikTok. Patreon, we've got some cool things coming. Not asking you to subscribe right now, but it'd be fucking cool if you did.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did. No, I mean we got what? We got Instagram, TikTok.
Afterloadout at gmail.com, Josh at afterloadout.com, Bryan at afterloadout.com. We're reachable.
Yeah, we also have a number you can call in and ask questions.
Yeah.
You'll have to just go on the website.
We'll post it. Leave voicemails. We'll play them. Answer questions. I want this as conversational and engaging. And what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just community driven as possible.
Absolutely. I want this to be informed, man. I want people to. Because I know we sit here and talk about like you're an agent. I'm a musician. Man, we've been in this. We've seen both sides of it. So I want people to ask us this stuff, like
for sure.
Yeah, I want it to be good, man, and I want people to like learn something from this.
Absolutely, I think we could have this conversation again and again. I don't think we've even scratched the surface, and it's already been 53 minutes. So it's crazy. Like we didn't even get through all of the stuff on the notes in front of us. Like maybe a third, maybe.
We'll do it. Hey, we'll do it again then.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to, smash that like and subscribe button, as they say.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to After Loadout here in the Brookstone Studios, brought to you by Georgia Fire Hot Sauce, The Wallet Drum Key, and Signal Fire Agency. Hey, y'all tune in next week. It's going to be the Thanksgiving episode.
We'll figure something special out.
We'll see y'all soon.
Maybe I'll just sit here and eat dressing on camera.
Oh, we should. Yeah, let's do it. See you guys soon.
Adios.